the Obama administration revealed several years ago that there was an enormous amount of fraud in the SNAP program. Now, billions are being spent to feed families in the United States, which is a good thing, but we have evidence that almost $1 billion a year is fraud waste in the SNAP program. Ohio's share of that is over $26 million. Just doing the research from the supermarket, I calculated that that would be a stretch of really nice big apples from Cleveland to Cincinnati and back 9.5 times. So you're talking about orchards and orchards and orchards full of apples, other foods that are going to fraud and going to corruption, and sometimes being traded for illegal activities, trafficking, drug use, and that kind of thing. So we want to shut that down. We want to make sure those kids and those families that are needy are getting the benefit. The fact that a lot of these SNAP EBT cards are being traded for horrible criminal activities in the parking lots outside stores is something I think a lot of the general public didn't realize. And so we have really elucidated that. We have brought that to light and increased public awareness of how important these programs are for the families who need it. For instance, the Columbus Dispatch revealed a research project this spring. They wrote about how we have food cards out there with tens of thousands of dollars of balances on them that obviously aren't being used. And the SNAP program was not intended to be a savings account. It was intended to be a food account to help uplift families, to help families in need, to help make sure kids are getting fed, not for people who have plenty of assets somewhere else to be saving at the state's expense. So we're limiting that to $2,000 with an amendment in the state budget. Also, we have SNAP cards that get lost, get stolen. Sometimes they get reported, sometimes they don't. And we're going to make sure that we are sunsetting those cards that are lost and stolen, as well as that are carrying extraordinary high balances. And I think Ohio can be a leader here in making sure that for every dime of taxpayer money that goes into an EBT SNAP food card goes to a child or a dependent's health. That's our obligation, is to make sure these kids and these families are getting that food, not the drug dealers, not the prostitution rings, not the organized crime. And that's what's going on today.